Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you. Now, the last video I did was a look around the office and you know, basically what I call my man room. And one of the things that quite a few people picked up on was the fact that I didn't mention about my mouse mat. There is a little bit of a story behind it, so I thought I'd do you another video. Now, the mouse mat is a Puretrak Talent. Now it's the white edition. Now I know the camera's going to go nuts because I'm going to be going beyond where the studio lights are, so okay, we'll stand here. We can see I've got the white version. It was a limited run, and the owner of Puretrak, a little while ago, he came to me and he said, I know you've got a massive white fetish, would you like one of the white Talents? And I was like, it's a no-brainer really. Because the story behind it is, when OC3D originally reviewed the Puretrak Talent back in January 2010, Brian got the hard surface, which was the Deluxe, I believe it was called, and the Talent, and I also got the Talent because Brian wasn't a massive fan of cloth surfaces. So I got sent one as well, so we could kind of have a little bit of a debate. Now, he loved it, even though he didn't like cloth surfaces. And I loved it as well, to the point it being that, that it's just here. This is the original one that I got sent in 2010. I'm going to talk about this more in a minute. And I really do, I can't recommend these mouse mats enough. So when Nick said to me, we're going to be doing a white one, that was why it was a no-brainer. It was like, oh, amazing, I'm going to have a white one that will be able to fit in with my desk. And just to run you through a few specs, because I know everyone's going to want to know, it's 480 millimeters wide, or 48 centimeters wide, and then 350 millimeters kind of tall, or 35 centimeters. On my desk, I will show you in a bit, it does kind of fit in rather lovely. Now, so we know it's a rubber base, it's quite thick. Unlike a lot of rubber based mouse mats, it doesn't stink when you touch it either. Cloth surface, which is amazingly soft without getting drag. You can actually you can whiz round the mouse mat, even though you've still got a nice bit of comfort for your wrist and your hands. I actually properly prefer cloth. So anyway, now I've got a white one. So I'm pretty sure every single one of you lot out there are now thinking, a white mouse mat? Are you mad, son? It's going to get filthy. And to a certain extent, you would be right. But the thing is the Talent is actually machine washable. And to the point, this is where I'm going to have to bring the camera in. This is my original one. Like I said, it's had over 2 years use now. What are we in now? 7th month. So we're looking at 24, nearly 30 months use. And yesterday, I washed it for the first time. And I mean, quite literally, I was doing a coloured wash, 30 degrees, literally just stuck it in my washing machine with my pants and socks, wanged it in there and just washed it. And it was, as you can kind of imagine, for nearly 30 months use, it was minging. Actually, no, it would have been more than 30 months use. It was minging. There was, you could see where I'd had my hand most of the time, and obviously you get like the skin rub off onto the cloth. There was tea marks on it. There was like food in bits of it. It was proper minging. But it was one of those things that I didn't want to take it off my desk while I washed it, and it's properly lazy. It's also, when you consider I've moved a few times as well, it's been through hell and back again. And another thing to kind of keep in mind is I'm in the office every day using my PC without, you know, without a worry. All day, most nights, it's the way it is. This mouse mat has been put through the absolute ringer. It's probably more use than most people would have given it in the same time frame. So when Nick sent me the white one, he also sent me another blue one. So what I'm going to do is put these two mats side by side so you can see a brand new one, and you can also see one that's had 30 months use, nearly 3 years worth of use, and sorry, 2.5 years worth of use, and one that's just been washed basically. Because another thing that a lot of people worry about with cloth is like fraying and the edges all going. So you're going to be able to see pretty much how much abuse that you can get from, or give one of these mats and it still look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera now and bring you in for a properly close look at the two mats side by side. Right then, my lovelies, so you can see the top is the old original one, and the back one is the newer, kind of brand new, unused one. Now straight away we can see a colour difference. Now I did think that maybe this one is still a little bit damp, but it's not. It's actually perfectly dry. It's had a good 24 hours plus to be able to dry off. But one thing it might be is maybe a slight difference in colour, because again it's been so long, we're talking different batches of mouse mats. But the only kind of really picky thing I can say about the new and the old is the old one, the colour has kind of, you can see the pattern much clearer on the newer one compared to the older one, so the lighter bits have got darker on the older one. The pattern is there to actually help your mouse be able to track better. That's the reason why it's there. But something that a lot of people always worry about, and I'm just going to move the camera quickly just so I can zoom in a bit better, is the edges. So that's as bad as the edges get after 2.5 years worth of abuse. And just so that you can see the difference, what I'm going to do is put the two edges right near each other, and then we'll come back again, and I'm going to zoom back in. So you can see the brand new one at the top, and then the brand new one there, this bit, and this is the older one. So we'll go down the edge. The camera focus again. Come out a bit, give the camera a chance. Down a little bit more. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the mouse up. Go to the other corner. Now, obviously, the most wear and tear that you would normally end up getting would be where your hand was, or your arm. So we'll move along. I'm going to do that. So obviously this will be the end where my hand would have been and where it would have got the most abuse, and I'll try and pull these along straight so that you can see. And as you can see, the edges are pretty brilliant. The actual more frayed edges are the edges I haven't used. So there we go. But what I will do, because I know a lot of you are going to want to have a look, we'll zoom back out again. I'm going to take these two mouse mats away. In fact, I'll show you it on my desk. Now I've moved my mouse out the way, but that is the white Talent, and if we zoom in, you can see that you can see the pattern again coming through from the old design, but also in the lettering you can actually see that it says Puretrak Talent actually inside the lettering. It's a really nice design, but at the edges, if I zoom out a bit so it doesn't make it so sick, at the edges it actually fades away. I really do need to get a new tripod, but this used to be my mum's. Anyway, you can see that the pattern fades out towards the edge and then goes out to a plain white. That's really, really nice. And just to kind of give you an idea of that size on my desk, now a lot of you are going to be asking me why I'm using a Mac keyboard, but it's not a Mac keyboard, it's Keysonic. But anyway, there we go. You can see it on the desk. It does work. Look, the business, and obviously it's a lovely size for me. That's another reason why I've stuck with it for so long. But anyway, let's get the talent wrapped up. So then peeps, you are definitely not going to get many reviews from me where I've tested something for 2.5 years. But this was one of the times when I thought this honestly deserved it. Not only because I'm kind of, it is the owner I talked to at Puretrak. He is a really nice bloke. But let's face it, mouse mats. How many of these things have you actually seen me make videos of? And I'm going to I didn't give it an award last time because obviously I didn't actually make a video about it. So I'm going to give this my own personal award. And the Puretrak Talent, to me, is an absolute gold award winner. It's absolutely amazing. We give it the Editor's Choice Award before, which was pretty much as close as you can get to a gold without actually getting gold. It may even have been like a little bit more. But for me, personally, my own personal opinions of this mat are, I've had many mouse mats come and go over the 2.5 years that I've been using this one, and not one of them that's actually been in and left again or been given away or whatever has, as far as I'm concerned, beaten the feel and the usability and the quality of the Puretrak Talent. So that's why I'm giving it the gold award. And like I said, this one was minging. I've washed it, it's come out, and it doesn't look like brand new. But let's kind of remember, we are talking about a 2.5 year use. The fact it's come up so clean, I'm absolutely gobsmacked with. This one tiny little white mark on it, and I don't know what it is. Don't go getting filthy. It's probably, if it went through the machine again, it'd probably be all right. Or maybe I put too much in the machine. But the fact that you can machine wash it, you've seen the edges, they've not frayed. It's brilliant. And let's kind of put this into context. For the blue one online, I found them to be around the kind of £22.50 mark, there or thereabouts. The white one has been around £22.50 to the £25 mark. So if you consider that you're going to end up spending 20 quid for a big gaming mat like this, which most people will end up using them for gaming mats, but I just use them for everything. And 2.5 years later, it could still look this good. It's a hell of an investment. It's a bargain. And it's a brilliant mouse mat. So that's kind of the reason why I felt it really deserved going that extra step further and making another video. When Puretrak sent me the white one, it wasn't for review. It wasn't for them to get like extra coverage or extra videos or anything like that. It quite literally was a gift to me because it was white. And you know what I mean, if it ever got seen in a video, it was just a Billy bonus. There was no kind of like, I'd really like you to do this, I'd really like you to do that with it. And the only reason why Nick sent me another one of these is because he knew I'd had my other one so long and thought I might like a new one to be able to use on the bench rig. But like I said, when you put the two side by side and give the old one a wash, it's come up like brand new. So I'm kind of onto a bit of a winner here because I'm going to carry on using the old one on the bench rig, and then the new one I'm going to roll up, put in the cupboard in case I need one, or in case one of my mates really needs a really nice mat. I really do think of them that highly. So hopefully you can kind of get where I was coming with this. So as far as I'm concerned, personally, the Puretrak Talent is, and I do mean is, the best mouse mat I've ever used. And there has been an immense amount of them that have kind of whizzed through here. But for a cloth mat, don't forget, because I'm not a fan of the plastic mats or the glass mats. That's just my own personal preference. As we all have them when it comes to mice and mouse mats and all that kind of stuff, I prefer cloth. But as far as I'm concerned, it's the best mouse mat I've ever used. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to leave this one here. I'm probably going to say this is probably going to be one of the last reviews that we end up doing at this end of the room, because we need to get back up the business end and start doing some proper reviews again. But for now at least, this is Tiny Tom Logan with the Gold Award winning Puretrak Talent, and if you're quick, you can still get hold of some of the white ones. And like I said, don't worry about dirt because you can just wash them. The Gold Award winning Puretrak Talent with another video for you. Out. Oh, that was double, wasn't it? Click, done. Oh, clap. Out.